Okay, and now the fifth game of our little series on choosing a best game from our Pleasanton March quad. I'll repeat, we have these quads monthly in Pleasanton. We also have monthly Scholastic quads in Berkeley and Mountain House. And this month we have another Scholastic quad in Fairfield and a Scholastic quad coming up in Napa in May. So please keep those in mind. Throughout the Bay Area, you'll be able to play 3 games in one afternoon against people of the same in the same rating categories. So this is the 5th game, and this was the last game shared with me. I was just starting to put my computer away, and one of our former students, her name is Pranavi, came up to me and she said, do you have time for one more game? And I said, yes. And she showed me this game. It is short and sweet. And again, afterwards, we're going to choose which of these 5 games deserves the best game trophy. Pranavi is playing for black here. And she plays e5 against e4. She plays knight c6 against knight f3. And we have the Italian game on the board. And there's 2 main lines in the Italian game, the 2 knights defense, or bishop c5, which could lead to the gioco piano, the gioco pianissimo, the Evans gambit. But there's a trap here that black can try that Pranavi tries. And I first learned about this trap in this book called The 1,000 Best Short Games of Chess. It is the 12th game of the book and is played in Cologne, Germany in 1912. Mulak was playing for white, Caustics was playing for black, and so I recognized this move by Pranavi. She knows this game also, and she played knight to d4. Looks like a beginner's mistake. They quickly forgot that their knight had a job protecting e5. So, if you haven't seen this trap before, you will take the pawn on e5, with dreams of heading to f7 and executing this fantastic fork, similar to the fried liver fork. But this is a trap, and Pranavi knew it. She knew this trap, and she played it flawlessly. She played queen to g5. What? Not guarding f7? There was a way to guard f7. You don't guard f7. Instead, she is attacking the knight, though, and the unguarded g2 pawn. So white has the decision, save the knight or save the pawn. And, of course, they're going to save their knight over a pawn. And, of course, they're going to capture f7 because there's that fork again. Still attacking the rook and the queen. Okay, has Pranavi did not notice the fork? She has, and she knows exactly what to do. Queen takes g2, threatens the rook. Now the rook runs over to f1 because we can save our rook and they still can't save their rook. So white saves their rook, and it looks like white's winning. White has captured 2 pawns for 1, and the rook is trapped in the corner here. It looks like white's winning, but white has actually lost. Can you find how black can win this chess game? You have a think. I'll have a drink. Okay. The way black can win, I hope you found it. A lot of my students want to play knight f3 check. The king is forced forwards, and then we miss out on the win. The win is queen takes e4 check. Queen takes e4 check. They only have 2 legal moves, block with their queen or block with their bishop. If they block with their queen, we'll play knight takes queen. No one wants to lose their queen. So white brought back the bishop, and Pranavi now played the winning move, which is... This is the secret move here. Knight to f3, checkmate to the king. The bishop cannot take because it's pinned. This is a smothered mate. And it happens on only the 7th move of the game. So Pranavi showed me this game, and when she presented it, she said, it's the Blackburn-Schilling Gambit. And I didn't grow up knowing it by that name. I know it as the Caustics trap, named after the Mulak Caustics game, Cologne 1912. But you can see it on some YouTube channels. It's called they call it the Blackburn-Schilling trap, and she executed it to perfection. So now you have your 5 candidates. The first game was by Kushal, perfect play by him, a few mistakes by his opponent. Second game was also Kushal. His opponent didn't make any obvious blunders until checkmate, but even then he was down material. The third game was by Dusty. A few mistakes at the start by both sides, but then a wonderful winning attack, unstoppable winning attack, executed wonderfully. And the fourth game, we had pinning the doorman and applying more pressure, cracking the castle, an excellent game by Yashvi. And here we have Pranavi's classic trap where she wins with black in only 7 moves. So please write in the comments and tell me which game you think should earn the best game trophy. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you at one of our quads.